Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are having a lovely time, as usual, at William Thomas Jewelers, and we are right off University Avenue in the corner of University and Farley. We're going to talk with him later, and we're going to talk about some fun stuff for a girls' night out idea. But first, I am so happy to introduce you yet again to Miss Julie Lombardo. She is a doctor and the owner of Capital Physical Therapy. Thanks for joining us today, Julie.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we're going to learn a little bit about physical therapy as a treatment plan, as a treatment idea for those of you out there. There's several locations, and we'll go over those later. But first, I just kind of want to start from scratch. I don't know a lot about physical therapy and who it can help and how it works. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, sure. So as physical therapists, we are movement specialists. So what I tell people is if a part of your body is or hurts when you move it or isn't moving like you think it should, that's where a physical therapist can help you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a great way to explain it, and I think that will probably connect with a lot of people because so many people live with pain. So I guess that being said, who is it for?
Yeah, I think there's a kind of a misconception that physical therapy is just for athletes, and there's really nothing kind of further from the truth. So we see everything from the kid on the basketball court that sprained his ankle, to the mom who is, or a pregnant woman with back pain, to the weekend warrior athlete, all the way up to the senior that, say, has lost some strength, maybe has fallen a couple of times and would like to remain in their home. So we treat all sorts of, the full gamut of ages, and we also treat pain, nearly, any part of the body that has pain. Pain can be due to an injury or a surgery or just simply, for no known reason, but it just hurts. And with today's push toward getting people off of opioid medicines and prescription meds, physical therapy is a very natural way to, for people seeking pain relief.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you.
Julie, I feel like you'd probably described all of us at some point in our life when it comes to pain or functional problems. Can you walk us through a treatment? What does that look like? How does it go?
Yeah, sure. So it depends on if it's the very first appointment or if it's a subsequent treatment. So the very first appointment that a person will have with a physical therapist, they'll be greeted by a therapist who will watch how they move, and then they will measure both the mobility and the strength of the body part that's affected. And then they will the therapist will put their hands on the patient and test some things to determine what makes things worse, what makes things better. And I think that's one thing really particularly good about our group is that about half of our group has an advanced board certification in orthopedics.
Wow.
Yeah, and when you compare that to the therapists across the nation, less than 4% of the therapists across the nation hold that designation. So I think we're really good at getting down to the root cause of things. Once the root cause is found, then the therapist works with the patient to develop a plan of care. The plan of care then is part of, what are you going to do at home, and then what are you going to do in the clinic. So subsequent appointments or follow-up appointments are, I talk about them being three-pronged. There's an education piece. We want you to know what your condition is, all about, what you can do about it. There's a hands-on piece where there's, stretching, strengthening, that sort of thing, and then, stretching and hands-on, calming muscles down, making the joints move better.
The homework.
Yeah, and then the strengthening part as well.
I really like that you have a plan of action that is introduced to the patient from the beginning so they can kind of see what's going to happen with their treatment and then how they can bring it home and put it into their life, because I think that's unfortunately where kind of it might stop, because it needs to be consistent for it to work. So it's good to be able to educate people ahead of time on exactly those steps. So if someone is in need or in curiosity wanting to find some help, how would they make an appointment with you?
Yeah, really easy. Just pick up the phone, call any one of our offices. Our front office staff is really great about triaging to the right location.
Great.
We have excellent access to care. We staff our clinics so people are able to get in within a couple of days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not weeks. And you can, in the state of Wisconsin, we have direct access. They can call and get in without a doctor's referral, but a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
didn't know that.
I assumed you did need one.
No, you do not. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, just like you would call to make a dental appointment.
Wow, that's amazing, because I would think, yes, that you are, needing to go through all these steps in order to get to you, but really just pick up the phone within a few days.
Yep.
And I want to mention they have 6 locations, right? 2 in Madison, 1 just in this neighborhood on University Avenue, a little bit further west by Hilldale, is that correct?
Yep.
And then we also have Mount Horeb, Verona, Wanakee, and Sun Prairie. Some of those might be new to your community, so please give Julie and her folks a call over there at Capital Physical Therapy. They're there to help, and we're at William Thomas Jewelers, and we'll be right back with more Girl Talk after the break.